What is it that's really setting the world alight with regards to Synergy?
Well, I think it's very exciting to be part of the business. We've grown on average 60 to 70% every year, and that's through recognition that every major category of equipment in a modern kitchen has advanced. Fridges, fryers, ovens. Operators have upgraded from an old-fashioned single-function thermostatic gas oven of 30 years ago that had all the conventional problems it had to modern combi ovens that do 10 things the previous one never did, allowing low-skilled labor to deliver better quality food more consistently, and equally higher skilled chefs to expand their menu and just be far more productive. All these categories of equipment have advanced except for grills and griddles. Traditionally, you've had dirty smoke, hot and cold spots, inconsistency, high energy consumption, a lot of cleaning, a lot of energy, and really not that enjoyable to work behind. Synergy has significantly reduced or completely eliminated all of those problems.
Wow.
Instead, really to summarize it into 4 things, you get much better quality food cooked quicker, it's self-cleaning, it's self-financing, so it pays for its entire value every 6 months typically.
Wow.
And it's multifunctional. So although it looks like a grill, it actually is used for meat, fish, fruit, vegetables. It's used not just as a grill, but our slow cook with our slow cook shelf, rotisserie, our char grill oven, and our flat top griddle. So it's really everything.
You hear about the machines out there, the units out there that will, you stick a tray in and it'll griddle.
Yeah.
It's not going to do the same, is it? It's not going to be the same. You're not going to get the same flavour. And people are always, when they come to maybe units that are like, oh, I'm not sure, because of those cold spots, because of the cleaning, this takes that away.
Yeah, you're right. And I suppose the problem is those things have never been recognised as problems because every grill, solid fuel, gas or electric, has all of those issues. Synergy, we found that we've had to remind the market that those are problems which don't exist when you upgrade to Synergy technology. So we actually work with other manufacturers as well as selling our own manufactured product, because a lot of the biggest food service equipment manufacturers around the world realize that this is the technology of the future for this major category of cooking. And you're right about that; those other conventional means of cooking. A lot of operators, for example, use a flat top griddle, even for burgers and steaks, products that physically can go on a grill, but they don't because the food product dries out, it sticks, it falls apart, there's cross-flavoring. And certainly if it's something expensive like a delicate Dover sole, you've destroyed an expensive food product. The customer's waiting and the kitchen's getting triply as stressed if it wasn't already. Again, because of that complete heat retention, evenness of cooking, no cross-flavouring, and that consistency wherever you cook on Synergy's cook surface area, suddenly when you get rid of those problems, you can do triple the range of dishes on what otherwise looks like a grill. So it's much more than it looks on the outside.
And these units, what sort of sizes do they come in?
We do 4 different sizes, 600, 900, 1300 and 1700.
Brilliant.
For a whole gas range. Electric, we do as just 6 and 900. But Synergy is, the cost of manufacturing, the pricing and the whole design of the unit is modular. So the majority of our business is actually multiple 6 or 900s put together. Indoors, outdoors, fine dining. We're very pleased to work with some of the biggest chains around the world like Nando's, TGI Fridays, Whitbread, Green King. Fantastic. And they have found that of any of their back of house equipment, if the grill is not with Synergy technology, the experience of a lot of the biggest chains has been that's the highest priority investment before anything else to uplift their operation and reduce their cost of running.
And if you're cooking on a grill,
I
don't care what anyone says, when you're as a customer, when you get that food in front of you, it's just, it looks right, it tastes right.
Yes.
It's why wouldn't you have a grill over these other units?
When it's right, absolutely. So a man like yourself, no doubt, dines at some fine establishments. A lot of places, mid-market or lower end, or even finer dining, really struggle with that consistency. So that's not always the case. But you're right in the point that food that's off a grill or out of a fryer are really the 2 types of cooking that people can't eat at home. So whether it's fine dining or big casual dining chain, you really want to maximize on those products that the average customer will spend a bit of a premium on simply because they don't want to stink out their house grilling a rack of ribs with all the marinade. So they'll pay that extra premium for grilled meats, American diner style. But normally it's very difficult to achieve that, and from the experience of the chef and the staff and staff retention and finding skilled labour is obviously a big challenge these days. It's normally a real nightmare to work around. It's the one product that a chef doesn't want to get absolutely cooked on, soot and dust up their nose, and then spend an hour after a 12-hour shift scrubbing down a greasy char grill. Again, Synergy significantly reduces or completely eliminates those problems.
Brilliant. And I know we were talking very briefly with regards to extraction.
Yes.
Because extraction's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I think every 2 minutes the legislation changes.
Yes.
But so explain the situation with regards to extraction and this unit.
Well, I know I'm speaking to a man who knows what they're talking about in the industry, because that's one of the most under-recognised points. Some of those biggest chains I mentioned, particularly huge multi-thousand site British pub groups, have found after a few months that as much money as they're saving on the 50+% energy saving with Synergy grill technology, they're actually saving even more than that every year on their reduction of extraction maintenance.
Wow.
Deep cleans of the flues as well as the filters. And then you've got all the additional costs, which often are so unseen, that really show that Synergy is the Cinderella of the kitchen. It's quietly the driver of all these benefits, because it's reducing the expensive fresh aircon supply, which is expensive on energy. You've got the real estate of the extraction, the ventilation shafts, the cleaning of those primary filters, the grease that goes on those filters, and then the ducts that get lined with grease. One of the biggest causes of kitchen fires. This solves all of those.
And you look at some of the sizes of the ducts, especially in London.
Yeah.
Huge. To have a reduction in that, as a business owner, is massive. And putting a chef in front of this suddenly is like brilliant. I get to play. I get to actually enjoy cooking.
Yeah. We've all seen great theatrical displays of front of house grills, which looks great. You speak with a chef, they'll quietly say that's the last job they want to do, certainly cleaning it up. And the business owner also really doesn't have much positive about it unless it really is delivering huge sort of theatrical business, because of the cost of solid fuel, the cost of storage, and the unrecognised costs of maintaining it. Your thermocouples, fat trays, the dirtiness of that smoke. I mean, solid fuel is already banned in Kensington and Chelsea.
Yeah.
For something to get banned, there's got to be substantial evidence as to how bad those particulates are for the environment and for your health. A lot of chefs will operate solid fuel and their nose will be filled with black soot after it. Whereas Synergy eliminates that.
It opens up, for example, like care homes, hospitals, schools. So it really does open up that maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunity to have a grill, or they've never thought about it. But because this becomes so simple and it pays for itself and it's reduced the cleaning, it's got to be like, actually, we could tailor our menu around having something like this.
Yeah.
And offer the people that are, especially in care homes, that want that kind of hospitality feel. Well, this is a big
I must say, again, top marks for astuteness. Truly, a huge amount of commercial kitchens in business and industry, public sector, prison schools, army, hospitals that you mentioned, again, wouldn't use a grill because normally that comes with the dirt, the cleaning, the maintenance, and the skill that's required to operate it. When you remove the dependency on that very intricate level of skill that's required to operate just one piece of equipment, you suddenly remove that and you have one operator that can deliver restaurant-level food, as I said, off a grill or off a fryer, and off a grill is particularly healthy. Because Synergy eliminates the need for oils during cooking, and you can cook meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, and again, it's that restaurant-level food. It's probably not what mum and dad are going to cook at home that night. So, again, quite experiential for a school.
Like you say about prisons, if you think about the people that are actually at the prison and they're doing a low category maybe and learning how to cook, it's a skill to be able to take outside of that they've learned, that probably even a chef that's just coming into the trade isn't going to know. So what a win. It
really is win-win, particularly when you remove 90% of the environmental burden traditionally of the equipment and the skill that's required and the unpleasantry of working behind the equipment. It's not just a skill they can learn, but one that they much more likely will actually use. So we're very proud to have our technology at culinary schools from the UK, through to our work with Well Built Garland, where they have the Synergy Grill technology as the Garland XHP charbroiler in the CIA, not the one necessarily you're thinking of, but the Culinary Institute of America. And so we're big into supporting education and trainee chefs, because there is one benefit that comes with, maybe has some correlation to less experience, is being open-minded to newer, improved ways of doing things. Amazing. Maintaining that quality, but improving the welfare, the consistency, the menu versatility, and just being open-minded rather than thinking, I've been a chef for 30 years, I've used every grill under the sun, there's nothing I don't know about grills, which is a traditional hurdle we and many innovative manufacturers come up with. But we're very pleased to work with all the chefs that we do. Tom Aikens, Marco Pierre White, Rick Stein, Galvin Brothers, Tom Kerridge. They're really good endorsers and recognizers of not just the value of bringing in sustainable, environmentally friendly technology, but actually thinking about what is the right means and the best innovative solutions for the future.
I've got to ask.
Yeah.
What's
this big lid?
Is this smoker? Does this mean?
This
how does this work?
So we really do two ranges. We do the Synergy Char Grill, the Trilogy range, our open top grill, and we do Chargo, our char grill oven, which operates the same as the grill but with a lid, but incorporates thermostatic energy maintenance technology. So automatically cycles on and off to maintain that temperature you've set it to, but reduces the energy consumption versus the Synergy open grill by an additional 20 to 30%. So typically 3/4 less energy usage than your conventional char grill. It also means the ability to cook thicker product, because that conventional oven heat. You can smoke food with our smoker, plus you can up to halve the cook time of products. So again, just like a charcoal oven, it's designed to be easy to use during service, open and close, the lid is cantilevered, and if for whatever reason you don't want to use the lid and you think that might be inconvenient, you can use it as it is at the moment, just with the lid open. But it really achieves everything that the Synergy technology does, the energy saving, the quality of food, the self-cleaning, the breadth of food, plus quicker cooking and additional energy saving.
Amazing.
And now that the average Synergy is what, £6,000, £7,000, £8,000, but it's typically saving £20,000 of running costs every year for the average restaurant.
And with prices going up, saving 20%, huge.
Yeah, and our view is no one really cares about whether you spend £1,000 or £10,000 on a grill. If you plan to be in business longer than 6 months, what you really care about is saving £25,000 every year. And the big bit, the equivalent carbon footprint reduction of replacing an average non-Synergy grill for a Synergy is the equivalent carbon footprint reduction to removing more than 2 cars from the road based on average mileage, 2 combustion engine cars from the road. There are lots of factors, obviously, that measure sustainability, cost of making a battery, but your carbon footprint reduction of operating is significant.
It's a massive tick.
So there's much more that restaurants and any operators, schools, prisons, army, hospitals can market simply by saving £20,000 a year and upgrading their sustainability at the same time.
Fantastic. Thank you ever so much.
No, thank you.
That's brilliant.
Good to meet you guys.
And where do we buy one?
This traditionally Synergy has often eliminated the need for a flat top griddle in a kitchen.
Okay.
Because once you get rid of those traditional issues of food sticking, drying out, falling apart, you can cook food on the grill bars. But where customers do physically need a griddle plate, like fried eggs or noodles, small bits of food, chopped veg, we offer our griddle plate accessory. What we've now launched is for customers where that is solely the type of equipment they would use. Maybe you've got chains like Wagamama, Shake Shack, Five Guys. Synergy has now incorporated all the benefits and innovation that we've achieved with our char grill and multifunctional grill range. We've now developed with our purpose-built flat top griddle. So we encourage anyone to not necessarily listen to anything I say, but to come and try it and see it for themselves.
And where if it's not here, is there a way that people can use it?
Contact Synergy. We have over 4,000 customers around the world, big chains through to fine dining to everywhere. So contact us and we will connect you with one of our reps, one of our team, who will demonstrate the product to you or take you to a site to see it in action. If not, our factory office is in Cambridgeshire, just a 50-minute train up from King's Cross.
Fantastic.
And you can bring any product you want, use it as long as you want. We can supply the food product. We're very much a believer in demonstrating, and that seeing is believing. So we spend money on trade shows, any opportunity to exhibit and show the product. Because we say, despite all the talk I've had now, or provided now, we say don't necessarily listen to sales pitch. We understand the skepticisms with traditional sales pitches and marketing material. Come and see it for yourself. I can't think of a single customer that has taken on Synergy but gone back to that old technology, non-Synergy grill technology.
Amazing.
So the ability for repeat business for our dealer partners, and the ability for operators, chefs, to see it, to believe it, to understand it, and roll it out across their group is huge, given it pays for itself every 5 or 6 months.
Amazing.
Yeah,
thank you ever so much. Thank you so much. And if you are a chef, hospitality industry owner, I would highly recommend getting in touch with these guys and buying.